Get ready for the morning rush.
A quick wrap of your news and weather.
And we're going to be following the day's top local stories as you get ready to head out the door. We'll start with Kristen Curry this morning.
All right, we'll begin with the next big weather maker. When it comes to the storms and showers that we have in the forecast this afternoon, they'll mainly favor the northern and western areas, and especially when it comes to the coverage, I am thinking we got quite a bit of rain headed our way later on today. Into tomorrow, we'll continue with those storm chances as well. Fernanda?
Video of a deadly officer-involved shooting unfolding in Las Cruces is what we're showing this morning. It happened around 3 yesterday afternoon as Officer Jose Chavez's memorial service was wrapping up also in Las Cruces. Police and a special task force are investigating. Officers say a man suspected of stealing a pickup truck stopped on a bridge over I-25, then got out holding a knife. Police shot at the suspect and he died at the hospital. No officers were hurt. More on what police are asking of the public coming up in the 5 Facts. Crystal?
On to new details this morning. A civilian Albuquerque Police Board will look into how the police shooting of Mary Hawks was investigated. According to the Albuquerque Journal, they'll be double checking to see if there were any policy violations after the shooting. Hawks was fatally shot by Officer Jeremy Deere back in 2014 after police say she stole a truck. APD says Hawks had a gun. The family disputes that.
Funeral services are expected this week for an Artesia City Council member. Councilman Jose Luis Aguilar died last week at a hospital in Lubbock, Texas. He was 72. The community in Artesia says he was a leader who strived to make the city a better place for residents. His most recent projects include improvements to Artesia streets and parks. That funeral is scheduled for Thursday in Artesia.
This morning, a group in Albuquerque is hoping for even stronger ties between New Mexico and Israel. Yesterday, the Jewish Federation of New Mexico hosted an economic forum aimed at highlighting the state's relationship with the country. There was $1.1 billion in trade between New Mexico and Israel last year.
Presidential candidate Hillary Clinton is gaining a bigger lead over her opponent, Donald Trump, in the battleground state of Ohio. A new CBS poll shows Clinton 6 points ahead. Donald Trump's newly shuffled campaign staff signaled a possible shift in his stance on deporting millions of illegal immigrants, suggesting a more humane and fair way to enforce the law.
On to new concerns. This morning, pregnant women are being warned about traveling to a new area in Florida, Miami Beach this time. This as health officials say the U.S. is likely to be dealing with the Zika virus for a year or two. Authorities say they would not be surprised to see cases in Texas and Louisiana, especially in areas where there's been flooding. The total number of non-travel related cases is currently at 35.
Happening tomorrow, President Obama is expected to travel to the flood-ravaged part of Louisiana. This as he recently came under fire for not cutting his vacation short to tour the area. More than 60,000 homes are now badly damaged. The death toll now stands at 13. The Red Cross says the flood's the nation's worst disaster since Superstorm Sandy 4 years ago.
Fire crews are gaining ground in their battle against a number of California wildfires. An arson-caused fire that destroyed 189 homes in Lower Lake in Northern California is now 95% contained. In Southern California, all evacuation orders have been lifted for people affected by the Blue Cut fire. That's just east of Los Angeles. It destroyed about 105 homes.
And new at 6, if you're in your 20s or 30s and you hate your job, you could be destroying your life, apparently. Researchers out of Ohio studied over 6,000 working people. They say they found those who are unhappy early in their careers report being more depressed, worried, and having trouble sleeping later in life. Kristen?
Our Metro Threat Index for today out of 5 with those spotty to scattered storms possible later on today. We're going to be watching for some heavy rain, gusty winds kicked out from underneath those thunderstorms, as well as the lightning threat. This is more so going to be an afternoon evening event, but especially because we picked up so much rain yesterday in the Albuquerque metro area, we'll be watching for the localized flooding. Crystal?
The Hatch Police Department is vowing to always be there for the daughters of a fallen officer killed in the line of duty. Thousands packed the Pan American Center in Las Cruces yesterday to pay their final respects to 33-year-old Jose Chavez. The Hatch officer was shot and killed this month during a traffic stop. He leaves behind his parents, siblings, and 2 daughters, ages 6 and 14.
Work on the controversial Albuquerque Rapid Transit project is expected to begin any day now, but there's still a push to get voters to weigh in on it. Bernalillo County Commissioner Debbie O'Malley is still pushing for voters to voice their opinions, even though the vote would have no legal effect. A federal appeals court ruled that construction on the controversial project could move forward.
If you're looking to book your next trip, you may want to wait until tomorrow. August 23rd is considered cheap flight day. More expensive airfares start to fall in late summer as demand goes down. Experts say ticket prices could drop by about 10 to 20%. Adam?
Let's get a look at the morning drive this morning as you get ready to head out the door across the metro. Things are looking really good. We have no major slowdowns yet. Southbound I-25 just south of Rio Bravo might be a little bit sluggish this morning. We'll keep you posted on any other developments that come your way in the morning here on KRQE this morning and also on the news app.
The 2016 Olympics are officially over this morning. 2 weeks of competition came to a close last night in Rio. The Olympic torch is officially extinguished and the Olympic flag now in the hands of Tokyo, the host city of the 2020 Summer Games. 11,000 athletes participated in this year's games. Team USA took home the most medals with 121 overall, 51 more than any other country.
The secret to how long you live may be in your family history. Researchers say the longer your parents live, the longer you could stick around. Higher levels of education, income, and exercise were also common among those with longer-lived parents, which leads researchers to believe that how a child is raised also plays a role.
Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg is keeping his promise to donate 99% of his wealth to charity. He sold nearly 800,000 Facebook shares last week, worth about $95 million. The money is expected to go to the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, a nonprofit with a mission operators say is advance human potential. An
Austin pastor's simple gesture has turned into a big deal on social media today. Lester Brown was at a Walmart when he noticed a woman with a full cart of school supplies. He decided to pick up the $97 bill. Turns out the woman was a 7th grade teacher. Brown says he'd been carrying the money, waiting for an opportunity to make a difference, and now he wants others to do what they can to help out too.
Love that.
Awesome. Very
So many
cool.
teachers in a tough spot.
All right, time now for the 5 facts.
At number 5, the iStopes mascot is hoping for your vote this morning for the best mascot in minor league baseball. As of this morning, Orbit is number 4 on the leaderboard in the West region. We want him to get all the way to number 1. Only 4 mascots will advance. For details on how you can vote, and you could do it several times, go to our website, krqe.com, click under the KRQE link section.
On to number 4. As kids start the school year, local experts are predicting there may be more cases of super lice. It's a problem in Albuquerque, and studies have shown an increase of those critters in 48 other states too. If you or your kids do get lice, experts recommend using tea tree oil and peppermint in your hair after treatment. Those with long hair should keep it tied back, they say. Experts also recommend that kids don't share their hairbrushes or hats.
On to number 3 now. Just hours, a citizens panel is scheduled to meet today to discuss the quality of local drinking water and how it was affected by the Gold King mine spill. This comes as the state and the Navajo Nation are suing the EPA over the effects of the August 2015 spill, claiming they are far worse than the federal government is claiming.
At number 2, another round of spotty to scattered thunderstorms and showers likely this afternoon into this evening. Best chances will be across western and central areas and really hugging the higher terrain. We'll go scattered activity possible here in the metro with temperatures a little warmer than yesterday, but still below average, topping out near 82 downtown.
And we'll move on to number 1. We're expecting some new information from police about that deadly officer-involved shooting in Las Cruces. Police are asking any witnesses in the area to call them. They say a suspect accused of stealing a pickup pulled a knife on officers on an overpass over I-25. They opened fire. The suspect died at the hospital. Police have not released the names of the officers involved, but we know they were not hurt. We'll have the latest all day long on the KRQE News app as soon as any of those developments do come your way.
We'll be talking with a horse rescue group coming up in the next 2 hours, and we're also going to be learning how to dance. So you are going to want to stick around for that. Exactly.
You never know what's
Or
gonna
maybe
happen.
you don't want to stick around.
Right?
Maybe you do.
We'll see you on the other side.